we are joined right now by one of the greatest Eagles of all time, Hall of Famer, my guy, the great Brian Dawkins. B-Dawk, how are you?
I am blessed, and something is kind of irking me just a little bit. Let me change this around.
That make you more comfortable?
Absolutely, absolutely.
I mean, this is why you are the absolute best. All right, you have first and foremost, before we talk about the Super Bowl, you got to tell us what you're doing with Novo Nordisk and the NFL Alumni Association.
Yeah, so just sharing some information of living your best life. We get one of these things called bodies, and the best that we can do for them is understanding that sometimes we have to ask questions, we have to ask for help, and we have to seek that help. So if you go to truthaboutweight.com, there's some information there that will help you understand some of the things that I did not know growing up. I didn't know that my mom had diabetes. I didn't know my uncles had diabetes. I didn't even know what diabetes was, but now I do. And because of that, I live a life in a specific way as to bless me, and I help my kids do similar things as well. So learning more about what you can do to be your very best dog is something that you're supposed to do. And I hope you go to that website and find out how you can team up with individuals to help you be your best self.
Brian, you know what a great defensive backfield looks like, obviously. You're a Hall of Famer. You played in a phenomenal defensive backfield. How would you describe and characterize this incredible defensive backfield currently for the Eagles?
Wow. Wow. Like seriously, it baffles me that the Giants would allow this young man to leave. And it also, there's another guy in
Bradbury's
the
unbelievable.
We'll mention the name in a second, but there's another guy as a safety position that the Saints let leave. I have no idea how you let these two individuals, Bradbury and C.J. Gardner, leave your team. And now both of those individuals have come to the Philadelphia Eagles. And here's the thing that I love about that. When you add that talent to the team, people love the fact that the player is a good player. But here's what it actually does. It makes the people in the room better. So Epps has had one of his best years. Why? Because he's been teamed up with someone that's playing at a high level, right? And so now when you have Bradbury team up with another cornerback on the other side and Slade, now they are based. I can almost guarantee you that they're pushing to see who makes the most big plays in the game, right?
It's awesome. So it's awesome.
But again, what that does is that just adds so much healthy competition to the room that it blesses the whole organization.
Eagles front seven is incredible. The defensive line, they're dominant, roll deep. How important is that to a defensive backfield?
Tremendously important, and they knew that. They being the Eagles knew that. That's why they went out and got two veterans to come in to help a rotation to stop some of the bleeding that was happening in the run game so that they can get to the down that they love the most, and that's third down, and they can go hunt. And then you have a young man in Reddick that is absolutely playing out of his mind in the last month into the playoffs, almost unblockable against the 49ers. And so once again, when you add all those different, and I haven't even mentioned Fletcher Cox. I haven't mentioned Brandon Graham. So you have so much talent on the field. So I love their chances of being able to get Mahomes in an uncomfortable situation.
What's the challenge for this defense? Phenomenal, but going up against Patrick Mahomes.
So with Patrick Mahomes, and I'm not the only one to say it, he can make any throw on the field, number one. So when I'm studying film, one of the things that I paid attention to is what are the lanes that quarterbacks have struggles throwing the ball. He has no doggone struggles. He can throw it from any arm angle. He's versatile to be able to move in the pocket, and he's a very cerebral guy of understanding formations, defenses, and from what I listen and what I pay attention to is he's very heavily involved in the game plan. So he knows what's going on the defenses, on the offensive side of the ball to attack different defenses. So all that being said, he's a complete quarterback, and if you sleep on him, he'll gut you.
How about the matchup nightmare going up against arguably the greatest tight end of all time, Travis Kelce?
Yes.
An evil laugh right there.
Man, listen, and from what he's been doing, just again, preparation standpoint, trying to prepare for a guy like this. And it's not just preparing for him. You're preparing for him knowing that Andy Reid will do pretty much anything to help him get into a situation to have one-on-one route options against different people. So you have to touch him in different ways. You have to hit him as many times coming off the line of scrimmage to make his game a very dredging game. But you also have to do different combination of coverages on him. Sometimes you double team him. Sometimes you just hit him with one guy, cover him with the next guy. So you do different things to try to slow him down.
Football Friday. Time to shine. CBS Sports Network as we broadcast live from Radio Row, lovely Phoenix, Arizona. And look, we have the absolute best offensive player in the National Football League, our guy, the great Justin Jefferson. It is so good to see you.
Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you. And look, your season was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Offensive Player of the Year. That award, what does it mean?
Oh, it means a lot, man. To provide for my team, to make crazy plays on the field. It's definitely an honor to have that award. It's an honor to be even recognized for the plays that I've been making this season. And I was the type of player that never be recognized for the stuff I do. Always had that chip on my shoulder my whole career. So it's finally good to be recognized, be notarized for the amount of work that I put in and the things that I've been doing for the season.
I love when great things happen to great people, and you've worked your derriere off. You deserve it. And also MVP votes. And I love it as one of the voter. This year, you could finally vote for more than one. Yeah. So getting MVP votes, what does that mean?
That's crazy. That's something that I didn't expect to happen, especially to be the only non-quarterback to be up for the finalists. So it's unbelievable, man. It's the blessings that I've been getting since I've been stepping foot into the league, and to be notarized for the amount of work I've been doing, and to be the finalist for the most valuable player of the whole league. It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Have you had a chance to stop and smell the roses? Just in terms of you're playing in Minnesota, right? And move over Randy Moss. I mean, the numbers that you've put up, what you've done. Yeah. Do you have a second now to stop and smell the roses?
It's tough. It's tough too. Just because we're talking about one of the best receivers to ever play the game. He has a Hall of Fame jacket, and that's something where I want to go. And there's definitely more that I have to do in order for me to be in that same conversation. But to be in the same conversation as him, to be one of the best receivers to be in Vikings history is definitely something to be proud of, especially on my third year for the team.
It's pretty remarkable. One of the best starts at the wide receiver position in the history of the National Football League, and you deserve a ton of credit for that.
Thank you.
So this year, you guys, regular season, phenomenal.
Yeah.
The playoff game was tough.
Yeah.
What needs to change for you guys to get over the hump?
Yeah, we just needed to fix those extra little pieces, I feel like we're not far off. Of course, winning 13 games is not easy in the league, especially winning 11 close ones. So, I feel like we're right there. We just need to find that extra little couple pieces that we need. Of course, getting Brian to the defense coordinator is definitely something that's going to be big for us.
It's amazing.
Yeah, right. So I think he's going to do a great job, especially with the guys that we have in our building, to change things around and, to get us where we need to go.
I mean, he's an amazing pickup. Now, It's funny how it works out sometimes, right? I felt like you guys got criticized for winning the close games.
Yeah,
I mean,
correct.
That to me, that's a sign of a great team, right?
Correct. I mean, for sure. It's crazy to think that, people doubted us for winning those close games and got mad at us because, we didn't blow people out, But it's definitely very hard to win those type of games in the league, especially the close ones. And for us to have that many close game wins, it just doesn't just happen, That goes with scheming. That goes with being a situational master. That goes with just being all on the same page. And I felt like Kirk did a great job by leading us to those late game victories and, getting us those 13 wins.
Do you want Kirk entrenched as your guy, as your quarterback with the Minnesota Vikings?
I love Kirk. I love Kirk, all the things that Kirk's been doing for me. He's the reason that I've been having the successful career. I'm not throwing the ball to myself. It'll definitely be great to have him, but, that's way above my pay grade. But that's not my decision to make. But, if we have him, that's going to be great. We don't have to start a new connection. We don't have to start anything over. I guess we'll see.
I voted Kevin O'Connell the coach of the year. I just think the world of him. He told me that, and I told him this anecdote when we talked last year at the Super Bowl. You said you were excited, and it wasn't official then because he was still with the Rams. You were studying what Cooper Kupp was doing in the offense, and you said, Oh, boy, this is going to be something fun. I told him that story in August. He loved it. He said the minute he got the job, he was going into the lab. What makes him the right coach for the Vikings and the right coach for you?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as he stepped into the building, he was a great guy. Him just connecting with the players, him saying that, hey, look, guys, we got to be more player oriented. You know, we got to be together as a whole team. You know, we can't just be all on different pages. You know, so him being that young minded coach, him connecting with his players, him having time to enjoy it and having fun with his players, it's something that we wasn't used to with Zim. But it definitely was good to have him around, having that that Cooper Cup type of role, but being more versatile. Being outside and inside backfield. So I feel like he did a great job by putting me in different situations to get the ball.
You got to tell us what you're doing with our good friends over at Sleep Number, because
yes, I do.
I love sleep. I live for sleep. People ask me how am I doing. I say, well, that depends on my sleep. How many hours did I get?
That's why you having this type of way right now, because you had that good quality sleep last night.
That's right.
That's why you're bright and you're glowing.
I'm ready to go.
That's what I'm saying.
It's all about the sleep.
That's what I be trying to tell the little kids at home, man. It's about the sleep, about the quality of sleep, and I'm just so happy to team up with Sleep Number and to provide that information that just working up with them is definitely something that you need to look forward to. And I definitely talk to people and compare the amount of sleeps that I got on 8 hours and 7, 8, 9 hours of sleep, the performance that I had the next day versus the time I had 5, 6 and not so good. So it definitely matters, and working with Sleep Number and provides the amount of settings that you can look through and change. It's unbelievable.
Do you have any advice for me on how to do the gritty?
Do the best you can do.
So it's the mentality.
It's a mentality. You got to have that confidence, though. If you think that you're not going to do it good, then you're not going to do it good. But if you have that confidence and you feel like you're going to put your own little swagger and twist in it, I feel like you're going to do great.
Okay, so it's all I can do it.
I think so.
All right, that's
I think
great.
so.
Yeah, I mean, notice he laughs. Justin laughs. He's like, I'm pretty sure he can do the gritty. You're the best, Justin. Congrats on everything.
Man.
My guy,
you.
Justin Jefferson from the Minnesota Vikings.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell for more videos.